run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. You look at the Steeler defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
A gain of 14. First down, Indianapolis.
Come on. Back to 60.
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready.
First and 10, Taylor now. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And there's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Here we go. Bronco 80.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Richardson to throw off play action. That's going to be taken in by Downs. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
60 Eagles. Go.
Richardson looking to throw this. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So first and goal from the 9-yard line.
Ready. Hawk 70. Ready.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
After running it, now Richardson will throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here we go, Shaq. Nope. Hey, check that. Street.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2nd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinals, go!
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
Cowboy 80.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's caught for the Steelers touchdown. Michael Pittman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70, Timberwolves. Ready.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Get it.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
70. Warriors, 70.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he fires one incomplete.
Intended for Jalen Warren. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Second and 10.
Back at 60. Let's go. After 60. After 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete. Bernard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
70 Lions.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 2nd and 2.
Buffalo 18. Cougar 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Viking 18. Hurt. Rig alert.
They'll drop the throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
19, Tiger, 19, street. 60 Bobcat. Check go.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's Warren. To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be second down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline to drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
70 Timberwolves.
Richardson off the play fake. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
19. Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now it's Richardson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll look to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
19.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 34. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. Bronco leading.
They hand off to their big tight end. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Looking to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Richardson looking to throw. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Richardson out of the shotgun. A short one there, caught by Warren. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Only 3 down the screen at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Richardson looking to throw this. He gets this with the Burks. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Reload. Ready.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
70 Timberwolves.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit. 18.
Richardson to throw off play action. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson. It's complete. Burks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Here's 1st down.
first down.
Buffalo 18.
Now Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Come back to you. 60
Here's Richardson. Gets it to Burks. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Richardson to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.